Hello everyone, I am Suvarna Gaikwad. I welcome you all in the TY BSc paper 3rd, that is Genetics and Evolution. So, in the continuation of Unit 4th, in today's lecture, we are going to study the part 2nd of multiple alleles. So, coming to the definition of multiple alleles. So, multiple alleles are a set of 3 or more genes and they control same character and occupy similar locus on homologous chromosomes. So, mode of inheritance of these multiple alleles within a population is called as multiple allelism. So, in previous session, we have seen the example of multiple alleles. In today's session, we are going to study the second example of multiple allele, that is self-incompatibility in Nicotiana. Self-incompatibility is also called as self-sterility in Nicotiana. So, let's start. So friends, as we know, bisexual flowers of many plants, they produce male and female gametes from pollen grains and ovules. So, self-pollination occurs in bisexual flowers. But sometimes in bisexual flowers, self-pollination does not take place. There are some reasons, such as in some cases, pollen grains fail to germinate on the stigma. In certain conditions, pollen grain germinates but pollen tube fails to enter into the stigma and style. In some cases, even if pollen tube enter into the style, but its growth is very slow. And in some cases, pollen tube enters the ovule, but there is no fertilization due to the degeneration of egg cell. So, these are some reasons so that self-fertilization is not possible in bisexual flower. Okay. So, coming to the definition of self-sterility, it is a condition in which male and female gamete of same plant fail to fuse with one another. Okay. So, there was a scientist E.M. East. E.M. East in 1925 first time discovered the multiple alleles in Nicotiana for the self-sterility. So, the gene for self-sterility can be denoted as capital S, and its alleles can be denoted by allelic series such as S1, S2, S3 and so on. So, if we see the example of tobacco, so cross-fertilizing tobacco plants were not always homozygous in nature, such as S1, S1, S2, S2. So, they are not always homozygous. Okay. Most of the plants were heterozygous, such as S1, S2, S3, S4, etc. So, when crosses were made between similar type of alleles, such as S1, S2 and S1, S2, in that case, pollen tube did not develop normally. Whereas, when the crosses are made between different types of alleles, such as S1, S2 and S3, S4, in that case, there is an effective pollen development. Okay. For example, there are some combinations denoted in this table. So, these are the genotypes of the male parents, that is pollen source, and these are the female parent, stigma spot. Okay. So when there is a mating between similar type of alleles such as S1 S2 met with the S1 S2, in that case there is a self sterility, because in this case the similar type of allele, that means the S1 S2 type of pollen, they fail to germinate. Okay. Next, when there is a mating between S1 S2 with the S2 S3, in that case the pollen carrying S2 allele fail to germinate. It is not functional. At that time there are two possible progenies such as S1 S3 and S2 S3. So only two types of progenies. Whereas when there is a mating between S1 S2 with the S3 S4, as the both alleles are different, so there are possible 4 progenies. Okay, so in this way, when there are similar type of alleles such as S1 S2, then S2 S3, then S3 S4, so at that time self-pollination will not occur due to self-sterility. Coming to the classification of self-incompatibility. So Lepis in 1954 classified self-incompatibility into two main classes. First is heteromorphic and second is homomorphic. So the heteromorphic self-sterility is again divided into two types such as distyly and tristyly. Again, the homomorphic self-incompatibility again divided into two types such as gametophytic and sporophytic self-incompatibility. Okay, let's study one by one. So first is the heteromorphic system. So in this system, self-sterility occurs due to the differences in morphology of the flowers. Okay, heteromorphic system occurs due to the differences in morphology of flowers. For example, differences in the length of the style or length of the stamens in the flowers of some species. So there are two examples such as distyly present in Primula species and tristyly present in Lithorum species. So the first case is of distyly. So Primula has two types of flowers. One is pin type and second is thrum type. So the pin flowers bear long styles and short stamens, whereas the thrum flowers, they bear short styles and long stamens. So these visible differences between the style, so it is called as distylic condition. So in this type, the gene for self-sterility is capital S. In this condition, the thrum flowers will be produced by heterozygous gene, that is capital S small s, whereas pin flowers are produced by homozygous recessive condition, that is small s. Okay, so if you see the mating chart of these pin flowers and thrum flowers, so whenever there is a mating between two pin type of flowers, there is a incompatible mating. Whenever there is a mating between two thrum flowers, then also there is incompatible mating. So only compatible mating is possible when there is a mating between pin and thumb types of flowers. Okay, so this is all about distylic condition. Next is the tristylic. So in tristylic condition, the styles of a flower, they may be of long, or they may be of medium length, or they may be of short length. So in this way, the three types of styles which differ in length, so it is called as tristylic condition. It is present in Lithorum species. Okay, so in this also the gene is governed by capital S and the alleles are capital S, small s and small s, small s. Here the allele capital S is dominant over small s. So in heterozygous condition, this allele produces thumb, and in recessive condition it will produce pin type of flowers. So this is all about heteromorphic system, which includes distylic and tristylic condition. Now we are moving towards the second type of system, that is homomorphic system. So in this type of self-sterility, the sterility is not associated with the morphological differences. Okay, so there are two types of self-sterility. First is the sporophytic self-incompatibility, which is also denoted by SSI. And the second is gametophytic self-incompatibility, which is denoted as GSI. Let's study one by one. So the sporophytic system, as the name suggests, it is governed by genotype of pollen producing plant. As we know, pollen producing plant is sporophyte. So this type of self-sterility is governed by genotype of sporophyte. So it is called as sporophytic system. So this system was first discovered by Hughes and Babcock in Crepe species and Gerstel in Parthenium species. Okay, so this sterility also governed by single gene with multiple alleles. So in Brassica species, there are more than 30 alleles for self-sterility. So these alleles, they may show dominance, or they may show individual action, or there is an interaction either in pollen or style. So this sporophytic system also reported in radish, cabbage and cauliflower species. So let's study the sporophytic self-incompatibility. So here are the three cases where these are the genotypes of pollen grains. So all pollen grains produced by S1, S2 plant. So these pollen grain also S1, S2, S1, S2 and S1, S2. Whereas these are the genotypes of the pistils which are differ. First case with S1, S2, second with the S1, S3 and third is the S3, S4. So whenever there is a crossing between S1, S2 and S1, S2, that is first case. In that case, due to same type of pollen grains, pollen grain will not germinate. So there are fully incompatible species. Okay. So here in this case, pollen grains will not germinate. In the second case, pollen grains are S1, S2 and the pistils are S1, S3. Here the S1 allele is common one. So in that case also there is a fully incompatible species. Okay, so here also pollen grains will not germinate. And the third case, there is mating between S1, S2 pollen grains and S3, S4. So here the pollen grains are different. So pollen grains will germinate and there is a fully compatible mating between the two. Okay, so this type of sterility is sporophytic self-sterility. Okay. The second type of system is gametophytic system, where it is controlled by the genotype of gametes. As the name suggests, it is controlled by genotype of gametes, so it is called as gametophytic self-sterility. Okay, it was first reported by East and Mangelsdorf in 1925 in Nicotiana species. Here also self-sterility is governed by a single gene with multiple alleles. Okay, but here in this case the alleles show individual action in the style and there is no interaction. Okay, so it does not permit production of homozygotes. And the crosses of these types, they include fertile, partially fertile and sterile conditions. So these type of gametophytic system also reported in red clover, rye, potato and tomato. So this is the case of gametophytic self-sterility, whereas there are three cases. These are the genotypes of the pollen grains, where all the pollen grains produced by S1, S2 plant. And these are the genotypes of pistils. So when there is a mating between S1, S2 type of pollen grains with the S1, S2 type of pistils, so due to the same type of pollen grains, they will not germinate. So this is a fully incompatible case. Okay, the second case in which S1, S2 type of pollen grains met with the S1, S3 pistils. So here S1 alleles are common. Okay, so in that case only S1 type of pollen grain will not functional, but S2 type of pollen grain will be functional. So it will produce two types of progenies such as S1, S2 and S3, S2. So it is partially compatible species. Okay, and the third case is S1, S2 type of pollen grains met with the S3, S4 type of pistil. In that case, due to difference in alleles, so these pollen grains will germinate and will be functional and will produce four types of offspring. So it is a fully compatible mating. So this is the gametophytic self-sterility. Coming to the significance of self-sterility, so it has a great significance in plant breeding because it prevents self-pollination, it promotes the allogamy. So due to the interspecific incompatibility, it brings about reproduction isolation, which is responsible for emergence of new variations. As we know that variations is the basis of reproduction. So this self-incompatibility also stops free flow of genes. So it enables the large differences in populations which brings about variations. And finally, it is used for hybrid seed production in Brassica species. Okay. So this is all about self-sterility in Nicotiana, where we have studied the two types of classifications of self-sterility, heteromorphic and homomorphic. and the significance of self-sterility. So, next example of multiple alleles is eye color in Drosophila. So, T.H. Morgan in 1910 was working on Drosophila melanogaster. Drosophila melanogaster, it is a common fruit fly. So, he found a white-eyed fly in a population of red-eyed flies. So, here the white-eyed Drosophila was one of the first mutant known in fruit flies. So, out of these two forms of eye color, the red eye, it is the dominant one, and white eye is the recessive one. Later on, there are several mutations identified in the same locus. So, there is formation of different shades between red and white eye color. That means the gene controlling eye color in Drosophila has developed more than 3 alternative forms, that is multiple alleles. So, here each allele produces a particular shade and each shade has a different name. Okay. So, later on about a dozen different alleles are known to occur in that locus, such as first is the red, then coral, blood, eosine, cherry, apricot, honey, buff, paint, pearl, ivory and white. So, all of these were considered on the basis of F2 ratios to form a multiple series. Out of that, the white allele, it is the dominant to all others, and the white is recessive to all. Coming to the dominancy, okay, of this allele. So, white allele, that is W plus, it is the dominant one, and the small w is the recessive one. Okay. So, when any two recessive alleles were brought together, the intermediate type of alleles are formed. They are called as compound formed. So, these are the different eye colors in Drosophila. This is wild type, garnet, vermilion, white, brown, sepia, cinnabar, purple, deep orange. This is scarlet, raspberry and mahogany. So, there are multiple alleles. Coming to the genotypes of these alleles. So, here are some of the alleles present at the white locus of Drosophila. So, the wild type of allele was denoted by W plus. Small w resembles white. Tinged is denoted by, these multiple alleles are denoted as a superscript. Okay. So, WT. Apricot denoted by W superscript A. Blood denoted as WBL. Eosine as WE. Cherry as WCH. Apricot 3 as WA3. Wine W superscript W. Coral W superscript CO. Satsuma as WSAT and colored as WCOL. So, these are some of the multiple alleles present in the Drosophila for the eye colors. So, in this way, we have completed our fourth unit, that is the multiple alleles. These are certain references. Okay. So, friends, we will stop here and will meet in the next session with the new topic. Thank you very much.